p.m. Monday through Saturday.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand. No, here we
go. Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
Your name came across the bow for me.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe.
Let's do it."
Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. The internet KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is On the Block with Strick and Bach. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! He's going to go out of here at the Big 8 tournament champion.
93.7 The Ticket veteran and lover of red, Jay Bachman. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This is On the Block with Strick and Bach.
We are live from Mary Ellen's Food from the Soul.
Ooh, it smells so good.
I'll be honest, I've never tried it. I know Strick has. I can smell it.
I'm
telling you right now.
I'm a firm believer
that you can smell food and know it's good. And I'm telling you, the second you walk in,
hey, listen. Big dog, let me tell you something.
Put me on real quick.
My mother is an absolute beast in the kitchen.
Okay.
So when I smell something reminiscent, when I'm my mom's in Texas and I'm here looking for that homegrown, that good fillet and those catfish and yams and all the good stuff that I used to eat when I was a child. This is a spot. Hey, this is a spot. I came down here, I was having a cigar one day, and one of our good friends of the show, Riffing with Rap and AD, they sit me down here for a little. I said I was hungry. I want to go down to Mary Ellen. I said, yes, Lord.
Right. 28th and Pine Lake is where you can find us.
We'll be here all night. Now, this is the thing that I don't like, though, is that you can come hang out with the Husker athletes, you can hang out with Strick, the former athlete. I don't know if I'm considering myself an athlete. I played football in high school, so you know what? You can hang out with all the athletes. Charles and company are going to fix you a plate. Listen, I'm going to run you through the entire menu items so you know what you want, you know what you're ready for when you come in. Brisket, catfish, pulled pork, slab of ribs, hot butter wings, smoked cheeseburger, baked beans, cornbread, collard greens, coleslaw, grits, mac and cheese, potato salad, and more. I mean, they got the works.
You would leave out of here with the itis. And if you don't know as a listener what the itis is, that means sleep itis. That means
you will not be hungry.
You will be just fine when you get home, but you might go to sleep a little early. But that's about it. I will say, be careful though, because the slab of ribs will not, just note to the listener, if you do plan on coming in and you have slabs of ribs on your mind, these slabs of ribs will not be ready until just about 5 o'clock hours. So when you join the block on the second half of the show,
you'll be able to have some ribs. Hey, listen, the menu is plenty outside of that. You get 28th and Pine Lake, Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. We'll be here all night. You're going to want to check it out. And also, too, I don't want to speak for Strick, but it sounds like you take some pictures of some people's photographs. You're the Husker Hall of Famer. People want to see you.
This is the fun part of just like, you know, I actually love engaging with the folks and fans. And, you know, DB, I had a few pictures that I had given to the show, and he left them at the station. They may go get them. But nonetheless, I may have a couple giveaways. Maybe shut up Sizzle or something.
Hey, there you go. Right. We're going to have something to give away. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul, 28th and Pine Lake. I want to carry over a conversation from last segment. We had a lot of interaction from listeners. 424-645-6885. You guys want to chime in? Vegas has come out with their win totals for every team in the Power 5. The Big Ten, obviously, a part of that discussion. For reference, they've got Nebraska at 7.5. So I went through the rest of the Big Ten, looking at Nebraska's schedule. Obviously, North Dakota and Georgia Southern, they're not going to come up on that. It's just the Power 5 teams. But Illinois, Indiana, Minnesota, Northwestern, and Rutgers are all projected to have a lower win total than Nebraska. We have Nebraska sitting at 7.5, Illinois, Indiana at 4.5, Minnesota at 6.5, Northwestern, which is the one that me and Strick really want to get into. They're sitting at 4.5. That's your week 0 game in Ireland, obviously, and Rutgers closes out that 5 at 4.5. So my question to you, Strick, is Georgia Southern and North Dakota, they're not on this list. I think at this point in time, we chalk those up those wins. Crazy things happen. Listen, I understand Husker fans have been hurt in the past. But we were talking Northwestern, by Vegas standards, not going to be a great team this year. 2 of those 4.5, I'm assuming, are going to be your out-of-conference schedules, and the other 2 maybe 3 are toss-ups. When I look at that, to start out the season, that's such a favorable schedule. And I know Texas said on the text line, too. The confidence of starting 3-0 would be game-changing for this team. If we're talking 3-0, something that has not been done in the Scott Frost era, 3 wins in general in a row has not been done in the Scott Frost era. I think right here, looking at these win totals, can propel you some type of confidence.
The way that I really want to dig into this is the danger of it is you're dealing with a really good coach. Right. A good coach that will understand week 0, no film, some wrinkles, throws some stuff probably that kicks sometimes and/or Chuck Purdy or throws some wrinkles like that. Some individuals that you may not know specifically are going to be run heavy, pass heavy. So the goal of Nebraska in that specific game is not to allow any big plays, not to allow anything that big drives, long drives. We have able to get bend but don't break. You want to be able to just bend a little bit, get an observation, get a taste, get a feel of what they're bringing to the table, and then make sure you get off the field, right? That's the danger of playing against a really good coach. Now, on the other hand, I think that this Nebraska team in the game of confidence, because you go through those seasons when you have that one loss and it compounds to 2, it becomes that snowball that builds up a little snowball to a freaking big ball that hill, right? So at the end of the day, that's the part that I'm a little bit hopeful that they start off on a good note. That they win that first game, get some confidence, come back, and you want to take a domination type of mentality going into. You don't want to take you're smelling yourself, we beat Northwestern 20 today, and then all of a sudden North Dakota comes in here and they come in here and clip you, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure you're burying anybody and everybody that you're supposed to. And especially this Northwestern team is supposed to be out.
I think what's interesting, too, is when you look at the first few games, Northwestern, I talked about that 4.5 point win total. Then you host Indiana, who Vegas has their win total of 4.5. Then you go on the road against Rutgers, that's also 4.5. So you can throw out that Oklahoma game entirely. We're talking about a 5-1 start to the season. And I think that's kind of what Strick's talking about, too, is if you start out that strong, that is what propels you moving forward. But then I want to talk about too. So, say the scenario that we talked about today. You beat the teams you're supposed to. You lay an egg against. It would end up being Wisconsin, Oklahoma, Purdue, Michigan, and Iowa. Does that still give you enough confidence? So you're 7-5. You're beating the teams you should be. But the teams that are going to propel you to the teams in the 90s, the teams in the early 2000s, the teams that get over that hump, are you still confident having those teams? Because that's ultimately what it would be.
You have to. And the thing in those is you have to vary. Like, you can understand with adrenaline, you can understand with early hype and just, you're a team that has a lot of speed up front or whatever it used to be. You want to vary them. You want to overwhelm them. You want to overcome. You don't want to get tricky. You don't want to start trying to do all kinds of extra stuff. Yeah, off tackle, in the inside zones, short, pass. Yeah, you want to just do all the stuff. Don't get any turnover situations. Everything that you can pretty much make simple reads on. And then push the ball, and you may have to run a couple of times, but you allowing that to be like the boxer, right? In a boxing match, you don't just continuously hunt the head. You want to go to the body. You want to show a guy who is fast and quick and is moving down a little bit. And that's the idea would be when you face those teams like that. That's not going to have the same size that you're going to have.
More than anything, the first thing that really stuck out to me was that Northwestern 4.5. I know a lot of Husker fans. I mean, we have flashbacks from the Illinois game last year, which you came in as, I believe, Nebraska was a 7.5 point favorite. Illinois
On the road ends up beating you. It wasn't really close from start to finish. But when I just look at this Northwestern 4.5, Vegas knows that. They're not just throwing numbers out there and seeing if they stick.
We're talking about a 4 or 5 football team. And that's going to be part of the issue, too, is against that Northwestern 4.5. If you lose that, we're having some
weird discussions. Like, and that's what
makes me so confident. Like, go into that, you win, build that momentum.
And I talked to Nick about this. If you go into that Oklahoma game 3-0, Oklahoma's going to be ranked. They have a cookie schedule to start the year. They're going to be top 10.
If you start out
3-0 against Oklahoma, I bet you the committee ranks you, and I wouldn't be surprised to see College Game Day here.
Wow.
Seriously. Like we are talking about not only
rivalry history.
We're talking about rivalry history, rivalry renewed, for lack of better words.
Tough game last year.
And on top of that, too, is from a local standpoint, if Nebraska's 3-0, we are thanking the Lord for fun. This is finally something where there's some type of confidence. I think on that level, too. There's a serious discussion. Like this isn't a discussion that Nebraska is a force. I don't care what the schedule is to start out the season. We've seen easy schedule to start out the season. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah.
But now we're seeing an easy schedule. You take care of business. You go into the Oklahoma game. You're driving national attention.
The thing also about Vegas is this. Vegas is usually across the board is pretty solid. They're very close. You have anomalies every now and then that comes out of nowhere. I.e., probably 2018, 19, Indiana just out of nowhere. Like, it just doesn't happen.
Also, COVID year, so it was.
You know what I'm saying? So you have those types of situations because I still think that any team that has veterans and veteran leadership, they have the opportunity to outplay those who have stars at times. I really believe that. Those who've been on campus, in the weight room, seen it from the bottom up, still got that Sylvester Stallone, the Tiger, type of feel in their heart and mind, instead of coming in and everybody on 247 Sports and all those guys are smelling you, all of a sudden come on campus and realize, wait a second, this isn't back home. You know what I mean? I think that's the part that we really have to take into account, is that Vegas does have an idea. They have a little nail in the head, and they're not going to just throw stuff out there because there's a lot of paperwork when you're dealing with that.
What's interesting, Texas points out,
I'd imagine Vegas total Illinois last year was probably 4.5 too, and I understand that Nebraska laid an egg and ended up losing that game. But if that wasn't,
they were 4.5 point favorites. Guess how many wins they had last season? 5. Like there's your 4.5. You take the
Without
over,
Nebraska.
or you take the over or the under. Against Nebraska, if they lose their 4, they win that game. There's your 5.
So they Henry Bean said, why would College Game Day come from Fox Big Noon kickoff? They've done it in the past. They've done it a few times in the past.
My thing about that is if game day is going to come, we're talking about Nebraska beats up on Northwestern, beats up on Georgia Southern, beats up on Northwestern. We're talking about a top 20 team in the country.
Because I think they're going to go into this season supposed to be ranked. I'm not entirely sure. I think there's enough.
Let's have a few votes sprinkled in there.
They've been hurt. I'm hearing you, but those voters have been hurt in the past.
You're right.
Doing that.
That's the thing about you're going to one is no one knows. No one knows. I mean, like you said, Indiana last season was the 10th ranked team in the country in week 0.
Indiana won 2 games their entire year. So, I mean, who knows to start out the season? I think that's what makes it so interesting. Also, Texter says, I don't think game day will come because it's an 11 a.m. Fox game. That's the only thing that I understand what Texter saying. You have that extreme circumstances,
which I'm saying I would not be surprised if that was the case.
I'm going with the Texters on that, but I understand the way that you're viewing it and your point of view in this specific instance. I also just don't know. Those guys like to sleep. Travel and sleep. They would much rather.
It's going to be an early kickoff. Right. I mean,
that's worse than the doggone the guys that are going to be tailgating. I know how they feel.
Trust me, I'm already a little bit frustrated about the 11 o'clock kickoff. I'll tell you that much. But Kevin Meyer is in the building. Myers Bottle. Thursday comes at you every Thursday. Don't worry. Even though we're Mary Ellen's food for the soul, I promise you that we will be live with Kevin Meyer. Like says, rain to Mary Ellen's supposed to have some really great drinks. That's just right. I'm telling you guys, do not be surprised when they won that Oklahoma game in the rain.
I don't know who's going to happen. Don't be like, oh, Nathan's going to. Listen, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. So, again, Thirsty Thursday, we're going to get to that here in a second, but I want to make sure that I give you guys this plug just so you know everything that's happening here. We'll be here all night, 3 to 9 o'clock. The Hustle he is in the building, and he said, if you're nice to him, I might take a picture of
yeah, right. Neutral. What was it? LER. It might be a little bit different.
Right. Who knows? We got security. We'll do that. But again, Hustle, that he's here. I'll take some pictures. Athletes are going to be here as well.
Bad Boys Center. Hey, we've been talking about it all week. We've been talking about the gap between Rick playing basketball, the Air playing now. I think Rick Horn is probably someone that's pretty good to have that discussion. At 5:25 again, we're at Mary Ellen's in 28th and finally your home. We got food. I won't go through the entire menu, but they have some great food. Make sure you come check them out. Houston's on 97 tickets.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages and other quality ones, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of refreshments. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today, north of Havelock, or visit our website at cpmercado.com.
This is your high school minute.
Your Southeast Community College High School Minute. I'm Gus Cottle. It's a different group of players than the ones that carry
I was telling Strick I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to have to try
the overall roster. Lincoln East Legion baseball team, Carpetland, has continued its winning ways. With a 10-2 victory over Lincoln Northeast Legion team, Judge Brothers, Carpetland has secured the 2022 Mike Peterson Coach K Legion baseball tournament. After breaking his arm and missing much of the 2020 season due to the pandemic, Heisman 10 graduate, the 2018 MLB draft pick Michael Hellman will make his AAA debut with the Minnesota Twins AAA affiliate, the St. Paul Saints. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
Yep.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at Oak Street Carpet. 1732 Oak Street, family owned and operated. Always the best value.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
MaxTan is celebrating 29 years with Max-Tastic 50 sales. Get 50% off unlimited tanning, sun, and spray with no contract and no sign-up. MaxTan celebrates 29 years with you with 4 Lincoln locations. Take your tan to the max at MaxTan.
Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new sandals for hiking and really dry sandals sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hayden and you work on the latest shoes. They also have shoes from brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrill, On, and Eddie. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit even by their high-tech foot scanner by HE. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 660 in Memphis.
Ooh, we are getting a little weird, huh?
Join Nebraska Public Media and Trailblazers in Women's Athletics Saturday,
Yes, Nathan
live event
Brennan
celebrating the 50th anniversary of Title IX legislation. Join me, Aaron Sorensen, along with three-time Olympic medalist Nebraska volleyball standout Jordan Larson, plus Carol Fox, Peaches James Keaton, and Brenda Van Lake. Title IX 50 years in the making. Saturday, 2 p.m. at the Coliseum at UNL. Free tickets are available at nebraskapublicmedia.org/Title9.
Hi, this is Dave Austed from Austed's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys who built clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in an Austed's Value Guide, or have our club specialist get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website to make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop our sports.
Message is for Karina. Our mom will finish her high school diploma at age 28. Hi, Mom. It's Emma and Nicholas. Congratulations on getting your diploma. You look so hard and so much. We love you.
When you graduate,
That's what he was telling me. I remember you telling me about that.
diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Other general literacy information and the
Back to On the Block with Strick and Bach. On 97 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Then you just start yelling and end up going to the state final.
We are live from Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Listen on the block 93.7 The Ticket, Mary Ellen's. Again, we're live here all night. So 3 to 9 o'clock, you want to come hang out with us.
Barn Lake is the address. Come hang out with us, Husker athletes. Strick is in the building, Husker Hall of Famer. Also, we have Evan for Thirsty Thursday.
Fellas, what's going on?
Oh, that was pretty good. You went like that.
I was worried at first that we might not have Thirsty Thursday, but Kevin is the most reliable person
I know when it comes to alcoholic beverages.
Well, I wasn't here last week because it was my birthday. I just have a rule that I work on my birthday.
See, I'm a work. I work on my birthday. I don't work the day after.
I'm still
learning nothing else.
We kind of call it. We're working with a Bordeaux rosé. So basically, Bordeaux is part of the southwest part of France, and the wines are made from what they call the 5 noble varietals. So there's Cabernet, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, and Malbec. And those are all red grapes. But what they do, they take the blend, And once they do the crush, they allow the skins to stay just in contact with the juice very, very minimally, so it doesn't turn the wine red, so it stays pink. Now then, after that, they ferment it dry. So normally when you see a pink wine, you think it's going to be sweet. It's dry. And so it's really a hybrid, little more pop on it. Yeah, because, you know, what happens is they ferment those sugars out, right? So when those sugars turn into alcohol, it gives you a little more pop. Yep, that's right.
Hey, I'm all for it.
You know, hey, what is it like? Is soda in the north and pop in the south?
Is that what it is?
So there's in different parts of the country, right? They say soda like in Minnesota, maybe here.
Here we generally call it pop. Yeah.
What do they call it? See, in Virginia, I think that's in a weird spot. I don't know if you really consider it the South. We call it soda. But I heard pop when I came here.
West Coast, they call it everything Coke. So they say, what kind of Coke do you have? And it's not like Diet Coke, Cherry Coke. That means soda. Yeah, so everything's Coke. Yeah, it's kind of like Band-Aid or Q-Tip.
Is there a reason for that? Because there's a lot of,
you know, Pablo Escobar?
No, I don't think so.
It's a genuine question.
So then the other thing we're going to do, and I'm not sure what we should do first, but let's go ahead and do the rosé. So this is called Chef Le Gabar.
So we're getting a little weird. Is this one?
Yeah, no, this isn't the weird part. We're going to save the weird part for after. But this is a French rosé from the Bordeaux region in France. Basically, the region is kind of shaped like a banana, and it's because of the river that runs through it. It's called the Gironde River. And the further north you are, the vineyards are mostly located on the left side of the river. The further south you get, they jump to the other side, so known as a left bank and or a right bank. But, you know, we're hitting the dog days of summer. It's going to be triple digits, and a nice rosé on a hot day is the way for me.
Nice rosé on a hot day.
Yeah. That's the thing, too, is like you said, Kevin, I was expecting it to be
sweet just because of the color. Not so sweet.
No. And you get some real fresh fruit elements. You know, I'm kind of getting some like cherry notes in there. But you know, it's not like you're drinking Kool-Aid. You're drinking some wine here.
Very nice. Strict kind of wine.
Instead of strict 9, it'll be strict wine.
Strict wine. Hey, that's pretty good.
These go for $20. Just came in the shop today. It's 2021 vintage. And with rosé, you want it fresh. So it's not the type of wine that you want to wait till 10 years to drink. You want to fresh, and with a little pop. Because
I thought it was only 28.
That's more true for a red wine. But the cool thing about rosé is that it's essentially a hybrid. So you're drinking kind of a white made with red grapes. And so you get a little bit of tannin in there from skin maceration. But then you chill it, drink it, so they're super fresh. And basically, you know, you're getting those cherry notes. As the rosé gets too old, those notes kind of go away, and it starts to get more sour. That's not really sour.
Why is it better to have it chill than to have it more room temperature?
Just for the style that it's made from. So reds, your whites generally you drink chilled, and I think that has to do again with the grape skin. So when the grapes are crushed, with the red wine, they're allowed to stay in contact and actually stir them in, and that's what turns the wine red. It also infuses what's called tannin, and tannin is a component that helps a wine become ageable. So that's why a red you might want to put in the cellar for 10 years and it'll continue to evolve and get better. With whites, that's not necessarily the case. Now, some have better ageability than others. But a nice rosé, you want to drink young and cold, and it's perfect. Like,
what would you say is your best comparison? I'm trying to put, I guess, like
That's kind of hard to praise like better words because it doesn't taste like a normal rosé, I wouldn't say.
Well, as Americans, we automatically think sweet, and that's because of white Zinfandel. And white Zinfandel is basically it's a red wine grape that they make a pink wine from. But generally speaking, they're going to stop fermentation early so those sugars stay put. And so you're going to have a lower alcohol content and a higher sugar content. And it's just kind of one of those things that it was a really popular wine for a long time, but now it isn't so much anymore. But this is a French wine, right. White Zin is truly an American thing. The Italians grow Zinfandel, in Italy they call it Primitivo, and generally they're not going to make sweet wine out of it. But it's something that we started doing back in the 80s, and it became really popular. And now the dry rosés would outsell the sweet ones probably 100 to 1.
No, I know that there's a Zinfandel, but there's one even sweeter than Zinfandel. That's Moscato.
Moscato, yep. And generally speaking, yeah, exactly.
I like Moscato. That's the one that I use.
Yeah,
but I'm not a wine connoisseur.
Well, we call it kind of a chick wine, and that's okay.
That's all right.
But the great thing about a wine like a Moscato or a White Zinfandel, or even a Riesling for that matter, generally speaking, those are the wines that get people into wine. And when you first start drinking wine, generally speaking, you want to start with the sweeter stuff. And then the more you taste, the more your tastes evolve, and then you graduate to say like a drier white, maybe like a Pinot Grigio. And then maybe get into like something that's got some barrel aging, like a Chardonnay, and then maybe get into a red like a Pinot Noir or a Merlot. And then once you develop a taste for all that, then you get into those big, heavy, muscular cabs. And so there's an evolution to all of it, and every wine in that evolution serves a purpose, in my opinion. And starting with Moscato and White Zinfandel, because they're light, they're sweet, they're lower in alcohol, and they're easy to drink. But the most important thing is that it gets people trying wine. And if you just jump in, you don't want to start smoking. I'll leave you for the box. So
I think also just a question is like, when you're eating a meal, like I'm to a restaurant where you eat a meal, and in there they tell you which kind of wine goes really good with the palate of the steak or that fish or whatever the case may be. Is it steak wise? A certain red go best with that? Or is it like fish wise, a good white? Is it that way, or just kind of crossover?
Well, no, I think that's a pretty fair statement, because if you consider wine a food, and wine is basically considered a food pretty much everywhere else in the world besides the U.S. Here we consider it an alcoholic beverage. Everywhere else is considered a food. And so if you consider it in that realm, when the wine and the food are paired correctly, the whole becomes greater than the sum of the parts. So the wine brings the food up a level, the food brings the wine up a level, and collectively they're better than they would be individually. And so that's the beauty of it, and that's sort of the romance of why wine enjoys the popularity that it does.
Eric says you are a child, and he says LOL. So, but that's the thing though, is I'm assuming someone like myself that doesn't like wine as much, you start with Moscato, you start building your palate, and then you start, I guess, graduating to
bingo. Yeah, and I mean, you're what, 23? So your experience level is probably not that extensive.
More than
yeah, and that's okay. I mean, I was like that when I was 23. It's just over time, you learn to develop the taste for things that you didn't necessarily start off with, and that's the evolution of it, and that's the magic of it.
What do we have here? Here's where we're going to get weird. This is a sour, and this is a celery sour. Which sounds really weird, and I'm sure it's going to be really weird.
Celery sour?
Celery sour. I have not. Just came to the shop today. And what's the sour is a bacteria. And it used to be if you were to get this particular bacteria in it, then it was just automatically get. Now, brewers actually are inoculating beers with this particular bacteria to get them to sell, and it's become a really popular category. This one happens to have celery in it, so let's give it a taste. Yeah. And quote Val Kilmer in the
I'm trying to put It's not celery. There's some kind of taste that I'm tasting right now, but I can't feel like what it is.
I'm getting a little celery on the finish.
I'm getting on the Is that celery? I don't know. I get it on the finish. It's not bad though.
No, it's not bad.
Really trying to just there's a taste that I'm getting. It's not celery. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Well, sometimes verbalizing what it is that you're tasting is the most difficult part of it.
Right, it is. The little pretzel. It kind of to me kind of has a pretzel-y. Little bready, like yeah. There's some kind of soup that I'm thinking of. It tastes like a soup.
Okay.
I don't know what soup. I'm telling you, there's some. No, it's just celery soup. I don't know. If there's some kind of soup that I'm tasting, and I don't know what it is. It's not chicken.
I don't know how to say it.
Yes. It's weird. It sort of defies logic on all levels. But it actually is kind of refreshing. It's clean. It almost kind of tastes like a wine. But it has a little bit of that earthiness on the finish, but it's also a little bit sour. It's really clean. It's only 4.3%. So it's
I'm trying to get
depends on what kind of beer.
It's a little bit weird, man.
The thing is, though, like Rick said, I wouldn't say that it's like. I mean, it's pretty good. Like, it's interesting.
It's weird and it throws you for a curveball. That's for sure.
It's one of those beers. No, it's one of those beers I would buy just to try it.
And that's the thing. It's got a distinct taste. It is a little odd. You gotta try it.
Maybe that's our plug, right?
You just want to try. Where can they find you at to go try celery sour?
We're located at 13th and South Streets, right in Lincoln, Nebraska. Been on that corner since 1965. It's been my business since 1978. I started working there as a part-time college kid in 1991 and never wanted to be in the family business. And after college, I spent 5 years in wireless telecom, 3 name changes and 2 buyouts there. I decided to family business. And so it's been my full-time career for well over 20 years. Absolutely.
And I will say that I've actually been in a store. You've got a wide array, a wide variety. The staff is phenomenal. They engage you, they help you, they ask what you're looking for, what you have an idea for, what you have an interest in. So those things are awesome for me. Kevin Meyer and his crew are wonderful. You should go down there and check them out. Tell me where you can find them.
13th and South Streets, right on the corner. The old neon sign is still there, still original. And, I appreciate the love for Rick. What we want to be known for is selection and knowledge and service. And so regardless of, your, I guess, current knowledge base or what, I guess we want to be inviting and create an environment where regardless of how experienced you are, you're going to feel comfortable and you're going to get the right product, you're going to get the help, and you're going to get some knowledgeability. And we're also going to throw some different ideas at you too. So it's like, hey, you tried that, then you're probably going to like this too. And that's sort of the fun part.
I love it. Kevin Meyer, we love it on Thursday. We love you to come and join us. I personally have an affinity for you because you leave me with a nice flat.
Strick's always taking it. Yeah, Strick's the big wine guy.
I sit out back and have me a nice one, and I enjoy taking one of this. And one that you gave the last time was I bought like 2 years.
That was an aviary.
That one was good.
Those are still on sale, $15.99. That drink's like a $30 bottle, $40 bottle. It's
go get it, Kevin. At Myers Pork and Bottle, listen, it is a phenomenal spot. You will not be dissatisfied by your. Listen, I've been to like all the different places in Kevin. I've been to,
you've lived all over.
Man, I've been to a lot of different spots, and I appreciate the staff and the way that they engage you and really tap in and helping you find it.
I think Mark says he's really sad to miss this one. So I think Mark's trying to get a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, yeah. This would be right up Mark Meyer's alley with the celery sour. Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So again, like you said, Kevin, how much are these going for?
So this rosé goes for about $20. The celery sour I think goes for about $3.50, $3.60 a can. And we do have it in our mix and match, so if you just want to try one.
That's what I think I would go for.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you check them out. Myers Fork and Bottle. That is the place to be. And you can even get a little weird. What is it called? The celery sour.
From Pipeworks out of Chicago,
celery
Illinois.
sour out of Chicago, Illinois. That's what we get to. We got to take a quick break. We're going to make sure you guys know Mary Ellen's 28th and Pine Lake. We're going to be here all night. If the Husker Hall of Famer Eric Strickland needs here, we got other Husker athletes coming. If you want to take a picture with Kevin, maybe?
Well, I got to bounce. I'm going to the gym.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you don't get to see
if you're in the car tonight, you couldn't see me.
That's all right, though. But again, 28th and Pine Lake is the location. Mary Ellen's got plenty of menu items like brisket, catfish, pulled pork, got tons of stuff. So make sure you come check it out. We'll be here all night. But that'll do it for right now. Make sure you stick with us. We are live from Mary Ellen's 93.7 The Ticket.
My computer was a dinosaur, and our TV, well, let's just say it was definitely time for an upgrade. But finding a way wasn't so simple. And then I found it, a research study at Solarion. I searched the studies and found a perfect match for me. I earned cash for the study and was able to make those much-needed upgrades. Plus, I made an impact on medical research. Find a study and sign up today at helpresearch.com.
You should consider the risks of the research before you agree to participate.
Hey, sports fans, Rico here with HIS Auto Care's 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as the top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-480-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. It doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his auto care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour. And other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour. With wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather, or maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers, mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gums. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour. And other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com. Keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, this is Dave Austed from Austed's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys that build clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in Austed's Value Guide, or have a club specialist get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website, make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop Austed's.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Sunny skies and warm temps here for your Thursday and afternoon high of 90. An east wind at around 10 to 15. You'll see thunderstorms develop this evening into tonight, possibly some severe weather with a low down to around 68. Or the same tomorrow. It'll be clearing with sunny skies by the afternoon and a high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
He's standing on the shoulders of women who can and now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now. or 6'4", 5'6", to take your shot against Eric Strickland. Shoot out with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Yeah. It's time to play the game. But we're not going to play the game today. We're going to play a different type of game. And the reason, because it's all about the game and how you play it. But at the end of the day, we're not going to play Shootout with Strick today because we're remote here at Mary Ellen's, having a wonderful time on the block. But we're going to tease a little bit and talk about why the game is important and why the games were different from back in the day and from now. We have a wonderful guest that's coming on in the second hour in Rick Mahorn. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to bring Rick Mahorn to the atmosphere, when I walked into that debate that you and Nick Sainert was having, it was very intense, and then we began to get into discussions about basketball. And, this goes on when we had the conversation with Sid when I was on early break, and kind of the difference in the uniqueness on the times of the now and the times of the then. And we got to talking, and you asked a question. And the question was, what would have happened back in your time if Draymond Green and Gary Payton II would have walked into the area of your audience or your bench? And I wanted to answer, but you said, what would Oakley and what would Mahorn types have done? And I said, forget that. I'm just going to call Rick. And I hit up Rick and I told him I wasn't lying. See, if I say something on the block, I'm gonna either try to execute or do it. I mean it. But I wanted to put it out there, and I called him, and of course, just that's the good thing about being in a fraternity like the NBA, especially some of us old school guys, and we still kind of keep in touch. We'll get together and play golf tournaments together. We'll get together and do events together. So it was good that Rick was available. Today, he just asked, well, Strick, when do you want it? When do you want it? And I said tonight. He was like, cool. Just let me know. And so we're going to have that conversation.
One thing I want to ask you is something I've wondered. Kind of like the guys from your era, maybe you can float at a decade before a decade behind. Are you guys on the same age? Obviously, you can ask Rick about this, but it seems like when you talk about yourself and some of your teammates, it seems like the same discussion. Like these guys would not be the same players they are in your era.
And look, it's not that they wouldn't be good. Right. It's not that some of them wouldn't be great. It's not that some of them couldn't make the adjustments. I think there are some of those players. I think, for example, okay, I'll give you an example. You got to see a transition of that specific topic that we're talking about in Dirk. You understand what I'm saying? You got to see and watch the transition of it. Throughout the prime years of Dirk, you got to see why it was different. Yes, right? The reason being is early on, Dirk was successful, but he struggled because of the physicality. You got to see Dirk and the Dallas Mavericks, top team in the West. I think 56 some games, and Golden State, who had a bunch of hard noses. Now it wasn't as physical, but it was still some physicality that were involved. They did what Boston did to Durant and to Kyrie Irving in the first round.
Aaron Davis, Steven Jackson, and that squad. Yeah.
That was their game plan. They said, we're going to punk Dirk. And we're going to be physical every time he comes through the lane. We're going to put shoulders, elbows, and knees, and we're just going to beat him up.
And so you got to see how a guy is successful, but becomes great. And if you can't put hands on Dirk at 6 or 7 foot,
shoots like Larry Bird.
Yeah.
He can shoot before he barely touches the ground. Elevates, hangs, leans, waits till you fall on the ground, and then he shoots.
Can't do anything.
There's nothing you can do with it, and you can't put nothing on him. That guy becomes very tough. And it's very reminiscent of what Luka is. Luka would still be good in a physical cut, but he's not as quick and fleet-footed. So if you're able to put real body on Luka, his shooting ability and his abilities that he has, great space, he still would be good, but he would be the same good that he is.
I think part of the frustration too is when you look at that era, there was need for a role player. Every team had role players. Now I feel like in this series specifically, Gary Payton II maybe is that example. But other than that, I feel like there's no true role players. Like you talk about yourself, you said that you were the role player. I mean, you were the physicality, defense. That was your role, and you knew that was your role. I feel like today's NBA doesn't have that.
I think so. I mean, I think you had that in Draymond. You know, even though he's a starter, he plays a specific role. You know what his role is. But it's very sparse. Most guys kind of, like for example, and a good example of that is Jordan Poole. Like, he in normal situations be a role player, but in some situations, he was that guy.
Lots of shots. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it is a crazy dynamic. Because, like, for example, a normal guy in a role would be PJ Tucker, right? But PJ Tucker puts up shots.
He does. Threes. That's a big part of it, too.
So it's changed. The three-point shot has really changed the roles.
And that's what's so fascinating to me, too, is because I know playing here stretches the floor a little bit, but I'm curious what Rick would have to say. If he shot a three-pointer game, I can't even imagine what would have happened. I mean, like, that was one of those things. Everybody shoots the three. Everybody. It's just mind-blowing, and that's why I'm so fascinated with this conversation. It's going to be awesome. Again, if you guys are going to Rick Moore is going to follow us, or he's going to hop on around 5:25. We'll be talking about kind of today's NBA, his era. Rick is going to chime in too. I'm curious what you have to say about your era. Lots of great conversation. But I want to make sure you guys know, too, we are live from Mary Ellen's 28th and Pine Lake. We're going to be here all night. Husker Hall of Famer Eric Strickland said that he's going to take some photos, sign some autographs. If you guys anything for him, make sure that you stop by. They've got plenty of food, too. I'll tell you right now, it smells fantastic. We're going to get food here pretty soon. They got a large menu. I know some of the text lines said we've already got our own menu. Make sure you guys know brisket, catfish, pulled pork sandwich, slab ribs, hot butter wings, smoked cheeseburger, baked beans, cornbread, collard greens, coleslaw, grits, mac and cheese, potato salad, and much more. They got all kinds of food. Make sure you guys come check it out. Again, it's Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul, 28th and Pine Lake. Got a packed second hour on the block right here. We're going to talk a little bit some NFL. So camp's going to be starting here pretty soon. A big conversation is kind of how you manage the salary cap. A lot of that starts with the quarterback. We now see the Browns, they've invested so much in Deshaun Watson, he might not even play. You see the Chiefs, they've invested in Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, for example. Is it smart to give them that type of money with the salary cap restrictions? What does that mean for the Browns? They've invested a lot of their salary cap guy that might even not even play. So many things to talk about there. Also, Rick Mahorn, Bad Boys Pistons series will be joining us at 5:25, and then at 5:45 we're going to wrap it up. We are live from Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul, 28th and Pine Lake. Come check it out. They got plenty of food. And make sure you stay with us. Listen on the block. 937 The Ticket.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese beef, assorted sausages, plus other quality meat, pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at the Havelock or visit their website, cpmercado.com, to see current deals.
It's time to start thinking about what's next. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Southeast Community College wants to be part of your conversation. SCC Discovery Days give you an immersive look at our campus in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford. Come take a tour with our instructors and students. Ask questions and see all the new things SCC has been doing and building in the last few years. See more and register online at southeast.edu/visit SCC. Your path to possible.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. And under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen cables. So say goodbye to lag and buffering. Hello to super fast fiber internet, dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Go to allofiber.com/fiber.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, but you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day, so let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's word is get it delivered to Wingstop today.
Order Wingstop online, 28 Superior, and No Street, 29.
Come see Lincoln's best lineup on and off the diamond all season long. The best seat in town, the best block party, the best outdoor bar, the best night ever. Join the Sultans, the Nebraska Medical Association, and Lancaster County Medical Society Triple Play Tuesdays, Grand Winter Wednesdays, First Thursdays, Fireworks Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, and Sunday Family Fun Days brought to you by Casey. Hit a home run with your next trip to Haymarket Park. Buy tickets at Sultans.com.
This message is for Shauna, my mom, who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you've made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. KNTK-FM for 93.7 The Ticket. This is On the Block with Strick and Bob. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
You're going to go out of here at the big game.
93.7 The Ticket veteran and Bill Callahan Fan Club president, Jake Foxman. Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This is On the Block with Strick and Bob. Hold up.
We're going to go live from Mary Ellen's at 28 and Lane. We're here from 3 to 8 p.m. Come on, hang with us. It's me and Nate Dole sitting at the table right now. Food is everywhere. Husker athletes here on set as well. It's a great time. It's a great place. We got great food. Everything from brisket to pulled pork, down with hot butter wing, and I just saw a cheeseburger, a smoked cheeseburger with fries that would make Satan sin. It was so big, it was so large, it was unbelievable. how just scrumptious it looks. So come on out, hang with us, chat with us, talk with us, shake your hand, shake your tail feather, whatever you want to do, because it is smoking hot on the block here, right now, at Mary Ellis on 28th and Pine Lake. So, a lot of things that I want to get into, man, and one of the things I was pondering today, I was sitting out just having a little, reminiscent conversation and preparing and packing and getting ready for a long weekend. And this kind of popped into my head. What is the problem when quarterbacks get the big bag, and why is it that the teams find themselves not being able to get to the big game at the same level that they did, when they were on their rookie contracts, i.e. Kansas City, before Patrick Mahomes got there. And, they had already had, Tyreek Hill, and, the team was pretty much stacked as Kelsey was playing basically under his salary. Low what he's worth for his value. Yeah. You got all these guys, all these pieces around him, and all of a sudden it gets a big bag, and you can't keep the Tyreek Hill on staff. You see it just happen now with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the ball. Yeah. And one thing you also see, and this is where I want to come in, you see the GOAT make good money. Not top tier salary he deserves, but he does that. He's willing to take salary. It's not salary loss. I don't want to say that, but he's willing to take a cut in salary in order to have enough cash money to be able to distribute to the areas that is needed in order to help him get out. What is it that you see in correlation now? Because look at Jordan Morrow and what's Cincinnati doing. Here's what I can expect. Contract. I expect him to be able to get back again. And not just in 3 years. I expect him to get back soon. With a top-tier caliber quarterback, right? Who could command the bag, but he's got the pieces around him, and he got a young Jamar Chase. Also, you got guys right now that are super overperforming, and they haven't had to be able to get the big money yet. And so I still expect to be able to put those pieces into the line, which they need help on. Put those pieces into areas in order to help that team be able to get over the hump. That's the way I view it. I think you look at the history of it. Even going back to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson in Seattle was doing it and getting back there on the regular until Russell Wilson got the bag, and then all of a sudden they had to be able to get past and getting out in the playoffs.
This is why this is such a difficult discussion. I completely agree with what you're saying. So I want to go through the 2022 captain rankings right now. It's honestly kind of going to blow your mind. I'll just go with the quarterback. So the first number one captain for the year 2022, Ryan Tannehill. What happened? A.J. Brown. See you there. Julio Jones. You had to get him gone. Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill. See ya. Travis Kelce still on the roster. They made additions to the draft. Kirk Cousins at number 3. Adam Thielen yeah, Justin Jefferson still on the roster. Jared Goff. Aaron Rodgers. I know that's a big league brought up. He's 7th on the list. Carson Wentz. Jimmy Garoppolo, Russell Wilson. You have these numbers being thrown out.
And that's why Arizona has to make a decision. Are they going to take Kyler Murray, the big bag, and at the risk of them going to Joe?
Here's my pushback against something like this. I'm interested in what you have to say about this. When you look at Super Bowl champions, I understand this is strategy. This is hurt your team. You look at the top 12. Kirk Cousins maybe not that mediocre, but you need a mediocre or better quarterback to win. Let's look at the staff. Let's look at the past champions: the Rams, Stafford, Buccaneers, Brady, Kansas City Chiefs, Mahomes, Patriots, Philadelphia Eagles is the first that you can point to. But Carson Wentz during that season was the MVP.
got very full steam in. The Colts had a hell of a few games in the playoffs. Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate that gets you to that point. New England Patriots, Tom Brady, Broncos, Patriots, Tom Brady, Seahawks, like you said, were Russell Wilson. The first team that I can look at that was led by the mediocre quarterback in 2013, Joe Flacco. That was a decade. In today's NFL, the problem that you have with these teams, you have to pay these guys. You have to have a mediocre or better, I'll say elite quarterback to win in the NFL. Well, 2013 is the last time Joe Flacco was the last mediocre quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
But that's the thing. So that's the discussion. That's great. So if you're going to have an elite quarterback with a salary that commands a salary cap over 14 to 15%, that means you're going to have mediocre players. They have to be able to raise the bar of the receiving corps, i.e. Tom Brady. Julian Edelman became a freaking – Julian Edelman is not super elite. No. But Tom Brady made him play. So
Tom Brady made a couple receivers.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you're going to have to have an elite quarterback that takes mediocre guys and raises them up. Even Leonard Fournette, right? Leonard Fournette was on his way out of the NFL, but with Tom Brady, he became solid with them, right? So you got to either have an elite quarterback that raises the bar, or an elite quarterback that can't raise the bar. I.e., what's going on in Seattle? Russell Wilson's got the money, but shoot, he made that cap and
Tyler Lockett.
So he had guys. Maybe not the running game, but then the defensive areas is in the line.
Chris Carson's got a Pro Bowler. I mean, he had a running back too. Chris Carson was a right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. I think that comes into it. Is that do you have a good enough mediocre quarterback that can take you with a hump? Or do you have an elite quarterback? Peyton Manning was able to do it, but only twice.
Right.
You understand?
Aaron Rodgers once.
Exactly. Aaron Rodgers once. And they're elite. Right? And had Devontae Adams and still had some pieces, but it's the other areas of the team that's affected. That's where the problem becomes. Because you look at Eli Manning. Eli Manning, even his mediocrity. Because he is
whoa. Eli
Manning is not great.
Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer.
Only because of this brother.
Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
I am not rolling with that.
Eli Manning, I will not agree with you on this. I will defend Eli Manning.
Okay.
He beat the best team to ever play the game of football.
By a freaking hairless chinny chin chin.
But he won. And then guess what he did? He faced off against Tom Brady again and won.
I think there's a little conspiracy.
Don't be Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. You put him on the tier. Okay, tell me in your top 10. Eli Manning's in your top 10?
No.
Okay,
I wouldn't even put Eli Manning probably in my top 20.
Oh, good gosh.
But I would put Tom Brady in your top 10.
I say he's above average. I don't think he's elite.
I wouldn't say he's elite.
Okay, never good.
I wouldn't say he's elite either. But when you're beating the best team ever played in football, which I think the Patriots team was, you won that game, and then you played them again 3 years later.
It's been Roethlisberger
in his prime, yes. In his prime, yes. In his prime, towards the back of his career, no. Ben Roethlisberger was also a Hall of Famer.
I got that. I believe he lands in the Hall of Fame. I
think Eli Manning does too. Listen, if Eli Manning didn't have 2 Super Bowl wins, I'm with you. He's not a Hall of Famer. That matters.
No. Where's Cam Newton? Talk to me.
Win.
Cam Newton
2015.
Cam Newton took them to the Super Bowl in his 5th year. And then he got the $104 million contract extension. And McCaffrey's injured, and Carolina hasn't looked at it. They ended up Carolina ended up sniffing.
The issue, though, is with a player like that, what can you do? What can you have to do? Because you take the NFL draft, now look at these first-round guys. You're telling me, so now you have to reach for a quarterback. You have to get Jared Goff or Carson Wentz in your top 2 picks.
And then you got to pay them to do it.
And then you got to do it. This is the problem with NFL is you're stuck. You have to pay these guys. What are you going to do? Like, you look at the Rams. Now that they had Matt Stafford, you had Jared Goff, your mediocre quarterback. He never got the job done. Then you throw in Matt Stafford, and they win immediately. Your first year, because you need a guy that's elite. You don't have a choice.
Stafford wasn't elite. Stafford came over on a nice contract, but it wasn't top tier elite contract.
It was an elite. They're paying him a lot of money.
Yeah, they're paying him.
And they have to.
I still don't think he's elite. But he had Megatron. He did get the ball to Megatron. Listen. Lisa from the captain in the building.
I'm interested to see.
Hey, listen, he's been his legs are itching.
I think he's going to slam Eli Manning.
I'm just glad to be down here with you guys, hanging out. I hear you guys talking about all this football stuff, and I'm like, look at Stretch. They talking about Eli Manning. By the way, Eli Manning is all very
Thank you.
I'm not saying, and we're getting some odds out there. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer.
The only reason why I'm saying he's a Hall of Famer, I don't know if I put him in the elite.
No, I just don't put him in the elite. I think
he's a Hall of Famer. There's probably 20 elite quarterbacks that I would pick before Eli Manning.
Facts.
Over time, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of other quarterbacks that, I mean, I could reel off 5, 10 of them just like that.
Probably that are currently playing in the NFL.
Well, at least 5 of them that are currently playing. You got Tom Brady, of course. I don't even want to go past that. Right. Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying?
Out of respect.
I mean, you got to think of all the guys.
Aaron Rodgers, I would throw on that list.
Before Aaron Rodgers. Who's the great Green Bay quarterback? Oh, good Come on, man. I mean, we can just go like 10 years quarterback. Breeze. You can go Joe Montana.
So John says it best. He says you can't tell the story. You can't tell the story in the NFL without Eli Manning Super Bowl wins. He's right.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he wins. He knew how to win.
Yeah.
He got the job done. I'm not faulting. I just don't think he's elite.
I would say I'd say he's a Hall of Famer.
He's definitely
by default.
Yeah.
By default. I'm not saying
I'm not giving it. Why you say default? I don't say default.
If he doesn't have those 2 Super Bowl wins, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
That's facts.
You don't have a choice. You have to put him in. Exactly. You have to put him in because he has to. For Sean, I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Because Strick and I are agreeing when you make the salary cap what it is, and you cut it off, and you have 14% or higher goes to a quarterback, that straps the rest of your team. But my argument is that you have to pay them. Because if you don't have that guy, you don't even stand a fighting chance. Because the last time, quote unquote, the mediocre quarterback won the Super Bowl was Joe Flacco in 2013. It's been 10 years since you had a quarterback that isn't considered a top 10 quarterback win the Super Bowl. You have to pay him.
Well, you better pay him. There's no have. You better pay him because that's what the league is doing now. They're paying. He who has the biggest bucks get the biggest name. So if you don't pay him, you're going to get the likes of a David or Tua. How about that? Okay, how about we start talking about that?
No, listen, look at you. I don't know if
based on Tyreek Hill, Tua's got the best ball out on the market.
He's got the best. He's got the best pass within 20 yards.
Okay,
he's super accurate. The little dump off, all those little quick slants, the drag routes. He's good at finding those. But deep ball, bruh. He's never been good. Tua's never been good at deep ball.
Give me a different example though, because Tua's on his rookie contract. I want the example of the most average number 15, 16 quarterback in the NFL. That's the example that I want, because that's ultimately what you're going to have to end up paying. Jimmy G?
Jimmy G? That'd be Jimmy G. 15, 16, 17, 18. David Carr.
Yeah. Ooh.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. One of the Carrs. Right? What happens to Kirk Cousins up in Minnesota? And they are garbage now that he got the bag.
Why did they give Kirk Cousins a bag?
I have no clue.
No, you don't.
You have to.
See,
what else are you going to do? If you don't have Kirk Cousins, what do you do? Then you get a Tua.
Well, you don't have to pay Tua that type of money.
But to win in the NFL now, I think you have to have at least a mediocre.
Do what everybody does. Do what they did to Tom Brady. You bring in Tom Brady and Drew Bledsoe. You bring in a guy that you know has the potential to take your team to the next level. Like Aaron Rodgers.
That's easier said than done. That's easier said than done.
No, when you draft high enough that you draft a guy that can help your team immediately, even though he doesn't have to. And then you let him be in the system until your starter goes, and then you put him in that position. Steve Young did it. Yeah. There's many quarterbacks that sat behind a guy, and then when it was their time to shine, boom. Do you have to pay him in this market? Absolutely.
What is Arizona going to do? They've got a decision to make.
You have to pay him.
Are they going to pay Kyler Murray? Can Kyler Murray? Listen, text line. What's the text line number?
Who's going to take 464-5685? Who in the world is going to take Kyler Murray? What other team would he fit into?
That's what I'm trying to say. Text line, help Stricky out. Tell me, does Arizona win? Are you buying or selling Kyler Murray getting the bag or not down there at Arizona? Or does it kill the team if they give him the bag? I want to know.
They should give him some money, not the bag.
I'll look at the text line now. Matt says Dak. Dak's better than mediocre. Dak's not a mediocre. Dak's a top 10 quarterback.
Dak's not a top 10
quarterback.
Come on.
I like that.
No.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
You gotta respect that.
No, sir.
I'm not rolling. Your emotions is playing with you. You got some big
Kevin Myers here. Kevin Myers here. I've been drinking. You gotta give me a break.
The Rose.
I've been drinking a little bit.
The Rose is.
Big Bird says behind Chase Daniels, Cousins is the smartest player in NFL history for the contract he gets. I mean, like, his agent should be the one.
No, the smartest guy in the history of the NFL as far as getting contracts, the agent's name was David Mulageta.
Rosenhaus.
No. Let me say this again. David Mulageta. Mula? That's his name. That's what
he was getting Mula.
That's what he got. How much Mula he got for a quarterback in the NFL. Mind you, a quarterback that is being investigated. Cleveland Browns quarterback.
That is the greatest agent of all time.
David Mulageta.
My God.
He got $233 million. I can't make this up. Look it up on your phone. David Mulageta got a $230 million guarantee. That's a guaranteed contract.
And they can't do nothing. Take that. In the words of Puffy, take that.
You can kick him off the team tomorrow. That's what you got to do.
And you got a dilemma. $46 million.
You know who else he got paid too?
Baker Mayfield's out the door.
Michael Thomas hasn't played a game since he got that. He's the same agent as Michael Thomas.
David Mulageta.
You're right.
I'm a number.
So he's the Tom Cruise of the NFL.
Listen, that $230 million, guess how much he did that? Take it.
5%.
$6.9 million. What do you get the keep in mind? Right off the top. This is a guaranteed contract. You just off the top. The ticket. This has been great. The ticket.
I like arguing with Nate. This has been great. I like arguing with Nate.
Now
I'm telling you, you need a good quarterback.
How he got $230 million? You telling me is Watson a quarterback in the NFL?
If he's available to play.
No. I'm saying he is available to
So
play.
he is starting week 1. Is he a league quarterback?
No,
absolutely.
You say yes? I say no.
Who do you want over? No. Listen. Think this out.
He hasn't played a game in a year, first of all.
And when he did play, he was what? Second team All-Pro?
Doesn't matter. He hasn't played a game in a year. His team, when they did play that playoff game, he looked like what? You know, he couldn't hit the ball out of the ball in that game when the real bullets were flying. When the playoffs
South. No, I know.
The real bullets were flying in the AFC South. Homeboy was scared. So all I'm saying is he a $230 million quarterback? Guarantee
You have to though. What are you gonna do instead? You're stuck with
So
Baker
you're saying
Mayfield. Baker Mayfield doesn't even give you a
Cleveland had
chance.
to do that?
They gave him
You have to have an elite. No.
Okay,
That's why
all right.
Mulugeta is that what it is? Now that's bank robbery. With that,
With the mask,
the guaranteed
and took
money.
everything out the bank.
When I saw his name was David Mulugeta, I couldn't believe it. I said he must have changed that. Yeah, I mean, they come and say, "Hey, straight, I'm an agent. My name's David Mulugeta."
You know what I'm saying? No, I know who my agent is.
Mulugeta. Oh, yeah, right. That's just astronomical numbers for a guy who sat out a whole year, and there's still women coming forward. The tune of like 16 or 17.
And that's the thing is you think it's guaranteed money, but you don't know who's going to play.
But why did Cleveland give you $230 million?
Because if
You
Baker
think it was
Mayfield
a
can win you a
calculated
Super
risk?
Bowl,
You think it was a calculated risk?
it's because your alternative is Baker Mayfield. He's going to win you a Super Bowl.
But there's
And he's not going to win you a Super Bowl.
Anyway.
But he played
his
injured.
contract.
He played injured.
He did play injured. The thing about Baker Mayfield is I think he cares about the franchise, he cares about the team, he puts it all
in
in.
the community. Yeah.
But is he going to win you a Super Bowl? That's at the end of the day, is he a quarterback who's going to win you a Super Bowl?
Washington is?
I would say so.
Oh my
He got a
God.
better chance.
What's the closest Washington got to the Super Bowl? Second round? First round of the playoff. He didn't get to
I don't think he's going to play that game.
So how can you say Baker Mayfield and Cleveland Browns have sucked for years, right? And then here they are in the playoffs the last 2 or 3 years. Who's the quarterback?
That's the argument that I make too. Is I think Baker Mayfield might be a tough example today. They disrespected him. Seriously, seriously disrespected him.
Odell Beckham. He lost with those receivers,
but he was injured.
Right. That's what I'm saying. With those receivers, why were they throwing the ball down the field so much instead of 5 yards up and let the receiver do what he does? You know, so I can't say Washington is that much of a better quarterback than he's a better runner than Baker Mayfield. Maybe on the same level as Pat in passing, but I can't. $230 million guarantee.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's extreme.
Well, it's unfortunate that we can go into this all freaking day long. I mean, we can continue this whole process and talk about this.
Eli Manning is the conversation we're gonna have to come back to.
It's all good, man. Come on down to Mary Ellen's on 28th and Pine Lake again. We'll be here from 3 to 8. Check it out, man. The catfish is on fire. Yeah, beans, cornbread, coleslaw. I'm looking right now at a little potato salad. I'm gonna dip my hand in, and also, I see some cobbler. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything in here. Come down and get it right here. We're on the block, 93.7 and TicketFM.com. We'll be right back with Rick Moore right after this.
2022 is all about staying well. And guess what? There are lots of easy ways to take care of your mental and physical health every day, like eating right and exercising, taking vitamins, drinking water, scheduling those annual doctor's visits, or just resting. That's right, even a quick nap counts. Because let's be honest, these days we could all use a little more wellness in our lives. So stay well, Nebraska. For more ways you can stay healthy, visit staywellnebraska.com.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number 402-480-2840. Schedule service or get a new door order. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Sunny skies and warm temps here for your Thursday, an afternoon high of 90 with an east wind at around 10 to 15. We'll see thunderstorms develop this evening into tonight, possibly some severe weather with a low down to around 68. More of the same tomorrow. It'll be clearing with sunny skies by the afternoon and a high of 92. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I've been trying to stay away from Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this summer. Check out their new Keen and Tiva brand sandals for hiking and Olukai sandals for sitting by the pool. Plus, they're stocked up on Hey Dukes to catch you up on the latest shoe fashion. They also have shoes and brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrell, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Aetrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th U in Lincoln.
Get a lot of advice about self-care these days, but one of the most important self-care steps we can take is making sure we're financially secure later in life. For small steps you can take to save for retirement, visit WeSaySaveIt.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to On the Block with Strick and Bach on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back on the block. You're joining us every day, Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, right here. But this time we're not here. We're not in studio. We're actually at Mary Ellis on 28th Pine Lake. We got about to listen, I think that posture is one of the But I will say this, we got a special guest that joined us on the block today, and he is one of the bad boys. My boy Rick Mahorn has popped in on the block to join us. We have a great topic to discuss with my boy Rick. Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Y'all out there and having some fun. It's all hot up here in Detroit. It's nasty and humid. I ain't used to this up here, man.
Hey, Rick, I'll tell you this, man. I know you love the place that we're in right now. Mary Ellis, the soul food is slamming, my boy. Whenever you get a chance, I know you don't get much. You Detroit to the heart, but I can get you down for a golf tournament or something. I'm going to bring you down Mary Ellis. It is phenomenal.
That sounds like a bet.
Yeah, that's right. So we've been talking on the block, man. You're joining my partner and I, Nate Brennan. And I walked into the discussion, Big Rick, and I walked into shots fired. I mean, it was like, I was in the crosshair. It was aggressive. It was real aggressive in the studio. And part of the conversation kind of did transition to what transpired in the last game, where Jason Tatum had the ball on the baseline. He's walking back to the bench, and he has Draymond Green and GP, the Glove's son, Gary Payton II, is following him into the bench area and through the players and following him in that method. I said this. The question said, what Rick Mahorn and the Bad Boys days had done, had one of them cats that found their way in the bench area trying to play Big Willie Bobo and walk through like there was no issue and no problem. How did the Big Rick Mahorn and then the Bad Boys handle somebody like that, Draymond?
Strick, you've known me for a minute, and when you got in the league, hit you with a couple of picks. My thing is, first and foremost, nobody would have ever walked into our huddle if we're all together, and especially by our bench. They would have had some problems. But here's the thing with Draymond Green and Gary Payton III is trying to do. They're trying to. That's called that mental warfare. And when you're in somebody's head, you go like, I'm in your head. It's like Charles Barkley doing that commercial for betting, and he's got his little devil over there. Said, come on, Charles, you don't want to bet. You don't need no dessert. Nah, those are the things that you try to use, especially in the playoffs, because you're trying to win a championship.
Absolutely. So it's understandable, but still not. Come on.
But he would have got his ass whooped. I'm sorry if I said it on there. It'd have been problems.
Rick, thanks for joining us, man. I got to ask you, one of your former teammates, Isaiah Thomas, has been very critical about today's NBA. A lot of what he said is kind of today's NBA wouldn't have transitioned into your era. If you played a team like the Warriors right now, do you think they would have fit in your era, one? And two, if they did, do you think they'd be as successful as they are now?
The thing is, they changed the rules just because of us, period. And when it became more of a free-flowing game. David Stern was tired of seeing, the rough and tumble where we all learned to play growing up in the city streets or in the park. You play where you want to stay on the court the whole time. Physicality is still kind of there, but it's more of like, to me, more like when the ABA first got into professional sports, they needed something different. And the three-pointer has been weaponized. And it's something that, big men can't – you don't need the traditional big man. You look at how Golden State changed their lineup. In that game 4 in Boston, they changed that lineup. When you got a guy, Otto Porter Jr., you have to worry about his shooting ability. Now that takes Horford or Robert Williams III off of Draymond and Looney. Now all of a sudden you got Looney coming off the bench. So it's all about the game of basketball, what rules would be applied. I think as basketball players, we learn to adjust. And I know in every era, people just change a little bit, but you're still going to do, if the speed limit is 55, you're still going to do 65, aren't you?
That's true. So, Big Rick, one other thing is one other questions we talked about. There are certain players that, in the discussion we're talking about, has the ability to make the adjustments and transition. So my thought and comment was that there were still some players that would be good, but may not have been great in the era. And where we saw that, I said that Dirk was one of the players that got to transition from the early years of physicality and kind of watched his career progress through that. Whereas early on, he was good, but he wasn't great until he got into this part. Not to say he couldn't have been, but I'm saying his greatness was really elevated the more that you weren't able to put body. Because when you saw them against Golden State, when Baron Davis and Steven Jackson, them guys went into punk mode, it was still a little bit of physical. And that's where, he kind of felt. Now, he learned from that, and he became better when he faced Miami, and that's where he won because he was able to play a little bit more physical. So that's where I know he's a transitioner guy. But talk about that. Some guys that you think can make a transition.
I think when you put it in that perspective, you have to say, well, when I came in the league, it was only 12 guys on the team. They just expanded from 11 to 12 on the roster. Then you got to figure out, okay, it was 22 teams, and they just expanded to Dallas. Speaking of Dirk, they expanded to Dallas. So now you're looking at, okay, so now guys are getting jobs. Now the roster's 17, two-way players, 30 teams, 8 more teams. Since I lasted so long in the league, I'm going like, man, this is easy. But back in the day, you had to fight tooth and nail. And I'm not saying these guys are not more athletic. They're athletic. Are they smarter? Are they, these are the things that we have to look at. They're younger. For one thing, a lot of times I look at the games and I'm going like, well, how come Houston is like 19 games or you got Oklahoma with 20 wins and they're always the only team that we used to look at back in the day were the Clippers. And the Clippers was one of those teams you go like, man, they're going to be first. They're going to get the first pick of the draft. And then all of a sudden things started to change. So I see transitioning guys. I see a guy like, Kevin Durant, of course, because he's got a jump shot.
Right.
I see guys like LeBron James, of course. I see guys that are good. They would probably, and I'm not knocking their ability. They could be, players that could play on a team. If they shorten the rosters, you'll see a whole lot of different games instead of saying, okay, this guy is going to be so-and-so. But I just think these guys are playing very good basketball. I mean, they're very skilled. You know, you ain't gonna see me shoot no three. Shoot, Strick, I ain't never gonna see you shoot a three in this league if you was playing now.
Yeah, yeah.
Rick, one thing that I want to ask you that I find so fascinating is that my generation, I'm 23 years old. The really NBA that I know is today's NBA. Kind of what I interpret from the Bad Boys is word of mouth from my parents, grandparents, whatever it may have you. And then the documentary 30 for 30 Bad Boys. How accurate of a depiction was that documentary of what the NBA was actually like during that area?
First, when you're 23, you gotta learn the game. You gotta. Right now, we have YouTube, so this is your era. You go to YouTube and watch all the games if you want to. Those are the things that I look at. But when I tell a young guy, if you never seen Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or if you ever seen a Wilt Chamberlain, you see the clips of a Willis Reed, guys that you sit up there and go like, these dinosaurs. These are guys that's a foundation.
Moses Malone too. They didn't get to see Moses.
They didn't get to see Wes Unseld. I mean, we talk about a guy. I mean, I played against Wes Unseld, Artis Gilmore, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bob Lanier when I first got in the league. So what I would tell someone that is young, do your homework. If you want to be the best, and I mean, I'll tell you, Strick, I'll tell you what really was emotional to me is when Shaq told me to come over there and give him a hug, or LeBron James knows my name, knows me by name. You pay homage to the predecessors in order to move forward. So when you're young, you're going to see, because it's instantaneous. Back then you had to do your homework. Remember, we all had to go to the library. Now all we got to do is go to the internet.
Yeah.
So
true facts.
But when I say about the Bad Boys, was that you asked me that question? It depicted us, who we were. We took the game. We were gritty. We were guys that, you know what? In order to be the best, defense was what our identity was. You have to have an identity when you're playing sports, even as a person. So you got to be. They got to identify you. Man, I ain't mess with that guy. He's tough. Or I'm not messing with that guy. He's smart. Or he or she is smart. Or he and she are, crafty. These are the things that you look at.
Yeah. I'm going to ask this one more time as we prepare to go out. I thank you again for taking the time, man. I appreciate you as a brother.
You my man, Strick. You my man. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, love. And so here's the deal. Once again, Isaiah Thomas, there's a timeout called. He's got the ball in his hand. He's walking on the baseline, and Draymond Green and Gary Payton III, second, or whichever one he is, he's making his way into your domain. Who's first to hit him with a two-piece chicken wing, and who's next to hit him with the biscuit and the dessert? How does it go?
I'll tell you, in that order, it depends on what side he came in. He's not going to come in the side where maybe I'm around there, or maybe Lambier's around there, because we did a lot of things I look at. We didn't tolerate. I'm not saying that we just would straight up beat the crap out of them, but you know what? Nobody's going to walk you out. It's psychological warfare. That's what I look at. If you could get in somebody's in your house, come on, straight, y'all, somebody come in your house and you don't even know that. I mean, this is supposed to be your enemy. No, that ain't happening.
Right.
Not happening at all. So first person to probably take a hit or a swing is Isaiah, and then he'll run behind me.
Big body, Rick Mahorn. Hey, listen, you said it. You confirmed it. I told Nate when you was about to come on, I said, listen, I remember trying to come around some picks, and Rick hit you with that big butt hip. Yep. And I about fell out of bounds and broke myself on the stanchion, broke my knee or something, or collarbone on the stanchion, hitting that big butt.
Listen. That's why I'm hurting now. My back hurt, my legs hurt, all kinds of things. But you know what? I wouldn't change 1 minute of basketball that I played. And I thank God that he blessed me to play those 19 years of professional sports. I may feel it now, but man, I'd do it again in a minute.
Well, we thank you again for joining us on the block. We'll have you back again, my friend. It's always a pleasure to talk with you, and thanks for joining us once again on that.
last thing. Hey, man, you talk about some potato salad and some cobbler. Man, I got to go. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Man, I'm done. Y'all be good. Thanks, man.
Rick Mahor joining us on the block, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. We've got to take a break, and we'll be right back to finish things up right here at Mary Ellen's.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Hey, batter, 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 wings, splatter, splatter, splatter. Catch all this season's baseball action at one of your neighborhood Lincoln locations. Get League of Their Own wings, burgers, nachos, and ringers while catching all the action. Stop into Wings and Rings located on O Street in Meridian Park and 40th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village. Or place your order online at wingsandrings.com. That's wingsandrings.com, Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Well, I'm an interior designer. A lot of builders don't have designers on staff. I'm included with our Aspen package and can make your home more custom to your taste, your needs, and your wants.
Rachel's our interior designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time, so I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
John Henry's Plumbing. When it comes to your home or business, we know you have options, and that's why John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning gives you just that. Options. We have plumbing, heating, and cooling memberships to serve all of your residential and commercial needs. We want to ensure you, your family, and your business are safe. Visit our website, jhlincoln.com, to find out more or call us at 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is the equal opportunity employer.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Joined by Sam Cook, 39 years old from Seward, Jake. Played 16 seasons with Baltimore. Why do you think it worked so well for you in Baltimore?
With success of our special teams over the 16-year career, never left the field without feeling like I got something out of it each day. And always try to find a way to make sure I got each day got better.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to On the Block with Strick and Bach on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Listen, as Strick always says, we keep it real on the block. Our man Charles has been helping us out, hooking us up with some food. My word.
Yo.
This is legit.
Charles, you need to put your face over here because you put your feet. He put his shoes in the food. It was so good.
Listen, we had
my goodness.
We had some sweet potatoes. What was it? What else?
It was sweet potato casserole.
We had potato
some
salad,
and then we had some spaghetti. With the meat in it was. It was like some prime rib.
Right. Listen, Mary Ellen's 28th and Pine Lake. We're going to be here. Ticket Weeknights is going to be coming up next. I promise you this is the place to be. As Strick also says, the block is hot. The block is hot.
We had celery
we
sour.
Had some Thirsty Thursday. We're drinking some wine. It's getting a little chaotic over here, but I'm telling you right now, this is the place to be. Husker athletes are going to be coming. The Husker Hall of Famer is here. Charles, you got to meet Rick Mahorn was here.
Rick was in the house on the block.
And I'm telling you, Charles is the man to meet today, too, because he is hooking us up all kinds of good food. I'll go ahead and go through the menu for you guys. Brisket, catfish, pulled pork sandwich, slab of ribs, hot butter wings, smoked cheeseburger, baked beans, cornbread, collard greens, coleslaw, grits, mac cheese, potato salad, much more. I'm telling you, this is the place to be. Ticket Weeknights is going to be coming up after this. Wrapping up the show here, Rick Mahorn, first off, I know Strick told me to tell you how it is, but it really is so fascinating to me to hear what someone like that has to say about today's NBA. And I'll ask you this then, Strick. So I believe Game 6 is tonight. He talked about having that edge, having that identity. I'm not sure what the identity is of each team, but who's winning tonight? What do we got?
I think it's going to go 7.
Okay.
I really do. I've got a good feeling it's going to go 7. And I just don't think they'll win it back in Golden State. You know, I think they'll give enough. The energy will be high. I think probably Tatum will play good. I think Brown will play better. They'll get some help, whether it be from Horford, Smart, or White, I think tonight, and it'll give them enough to win the game.
Right.
Could even be a blowout, but I doubt it. I think they'll probably win by 10-12.
Physicality wise, are we going to see something a little different? Because now this is the thing is when we hear from someone like Rick Mahorn, I'm juiced up. I didn't get to see that kind of NBA. And I feel like that's what makes it just so sad for me is because that's the kind of NBA that I want to see. I think that's what the fans want to see. I just don't know if we've seen that. So I really hope that we do tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe refereeing is going to have something to do with it too. I don't really know. Again, Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul is where we're at right now too. I want to ask and make sure I ask the text line because I don't know if they heard it before. We had a really good conversation about quarterbacks, NFL, and Eli Manning. Is he?
That debate really got good.
No, it
and
did.
Vershawn Jackson from the captain came through and tapped in on us, and that was good. It was some good debate. It wasn't like you and Nick, throwing blows. I mean, it was good debate.
No, it wasn't throwing blows. We had good debate. And the question to ask our listeners too, 402-464-5685, is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer? I think that's one that we're going to have to touch on more, Strick, because I don't know if it's going to be today, when it's going to be.
There's no discrepancy on that one.
But you said that he wasn't.
I did not say
I
said he's not elite.
I'd agree with you.
I don't think he's elite. I think your laying out of his resume and what he's done and what he was able to accomplish, I think he gets in. I also agree with you. So there's agreement. There may be a disagreement on the way he got there, but I think he's going to get in. And I think had he not won those,
no, he's out.
I think he's not in. I'm in agreement with you. I don't know if that's one that we can dig. There's probably other ones we can dig in.
There's certainly other ones. Well, let me ask you this then. Texter says Eli is a Hall of Famer. We agree.
Of course, we agree. Yeah. We agree with
Texter. The question is then, can a quarterback like Eli Manning win in today's NFL? Because that's where we get into the discussion: who are you paying? Who are you not? Who's mediocre? Who's
on
not?
His rookie contract? On his rookie contract with a killer lineup and solid D and a line like the Cowboys had all them years when freaking Tony Romo. Is Tony Romo elite?
No.
Okay. So
Tony Romo also doesn't have two Super Bowls.
Okay. So, what I'm saying is that he had all the pieces. He just couldn't get the job done. It wasn't that they didn't have the pieces. And that shows you that mediocrity can get you there, but that's the question. But can it get you there?
Right.
You know what I mean? Is an elite quarterback in his young stage the one that's going to get you over the hump? So an elite quarterback, i.e. Aaron Rodgers, i.e. Jordan Burrow, Joe Burrow, these, i.e. a Russell Wilson, these types of quarterbacks in their younger stage, Patrick Mahomes,
on his rookie contract, yeah, right.
They can get you there. I just don't think that once you pay them what they're asking for and what they can command, I don't think you can. I just don't think unless they're super elite,
right.
You got to get up in their top 10,
like Josh
top 5,
Allen, Patrick.
You know what I'm
Mahomes,
saying?
right.
That can take you over the hump.
It's fascinating. I feel like it also depends on who's your backup, what are the quarterbacks on the markets. A lot of it too. We got a couple texts on the text line, Strick. I'm pretty sure they're directed towards you because you'd be better at answering something like this. Texter says, "How would Mahorn and crew handle Grayson Allen?"
Ooh,
that's a fascinating question.
Ooh, yeah. If he did some of that to the Pistons, trouble. Yeah, Grayson would be shooting jumpers. that game, he would be shooting jumpers. He would consider mid-range would be his game that night. No, I'm dead serious. Guys change their game for the night depending on
who you're playing.
It's mid-range and kick out threes, mid-range to kick.
And then there's that. Jordan, too, said that he changed his entire game to beat the Pistons. So, I mean, you have players that literally change their entire brand of basketball to beat one team, to beat that type of philosophy.
That's when he went to the mid-post, and his mid-range has always been killer. He expanded a little bit of his jumper. He then added some additions to be able to, knock those shots down when he does draw everybody and their mama to the paint. So, yeah, but still he had to fight through that.
Also, an interesting question that John asked. Now, this one I'm curious about because this is a good question. I know how I feel, Strick. I'm curious what you feel. Is Draymond Green a Hall of Famer? We're having this Hall of Fame discussion, so we might as well just sprinkle Draymond in there, right?
I don't think so, but I think so. Is that an oxymoron? I don't think he is, but as you look in the categories of Dennis Rodman, you look in the categories of Ben Wallace, then you begin to look at Draymond and say he probably gets in.
Is Dennis Rodman a Hall of Famer? I'm going to look that up right now.
I think he is. Well, he's a top 75 player. If he's not a Hall of Famer yet, it's because of his antics, but he should be.
Basketball Hall of Fame as a player, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy because over his career in the NBA, he averaged 7 points a game.
Exactly. So if you're looking at it from that standpoint, there's times when Draymond was actually effective. He hit threes a lot more. But his defensive prowess and the things that he does in the passing game as that player, he's even done probably. I think he has, except Ben Wallace. I think Ben Wallace defensively
he was elite.
He was an anomaly at 6'8".
Right.
The rebounding, the extra rebounds, the defense. I think Dennis Rodman's in that category. Those two are super crazy,
Dennis
anomalies.
Rodman, Dennis Rodman's part of that discussion for sure, too. All right, before we wrap it up, Strick, I'm going to have to ask you, we've been going over the menu all day. What are you looking at? What are you getting? We've already had the potato salad.
Man, it's going to be catfish probably for Strick.
Catfish?
I saw that burger and I wanted.
Oh my God, Jory had that burger. Oh my gosh, that was next level.
He teased me.
I don't know. Trust me, there are plenty of options to choose from. This has been On the Block. Mary Ellen's 28th and Pine Lake. That is the place to be. Come hang out with Strick. Strick will be here a little bit longer. DP's here. We got some listeners rolling in. I know Strick said that he might throw some few autographs, maybe a picture or two as well. So make sure you come here and catch it. We're also going to have Husker athletes coming on Ticket weeknights. Make sure that you stick with us. We're going to be here at Mary Ellen's all night. Got some athletes, got some other people sprinkling in. We're going to give you all the local content that you know and love right here on 937 The Ticket. Again, Mary Ellen's, food for the soul. Brisket, catfish, pulled pork sandwich, mac and cheese, potato salad, the works. Charles will hook you up, I promise you. Mary Ellen's 28th and Pine Lake. That will do it for On the Block. Ticket weeknights is coming up next for myself.
Catfish for the win.
Husker Hall of Famer. You listen to On the Block. We'll catch you for Ticket weeknights.
Work, laundry.